Yeah, I put in my name.
Oh, there's a name option, oh lordy Lou. Oh, lordy Lou. Alright. Game capture. I haven't seen the main menu yet, and I'm looking at it now.
Man.
Fuck yeah, this fucking title screen is poppin', yo.
See Ashley's best friend, Van the Man.
The man, shush! Yes, actually, I should put myself in a corner. If I don't put myself in a
No lie, they're
corner,
rockin' glutes.
if I don't put myself in a corner, it's gonna be confusing.
Oh, that's a JoJo character.
For real?
You ring.
You ring. Alright, here we go. New game. See all the freaking fuzzies coming from my camera.
I came up here.
Was that down here? It's down here. Is this from down here?
Okay, I know these guys are the villains, but I kind of like them. Especially Van the Man.
Enter
when
your
I tell you
name.
that this is a whole JoJo character. Holy hell.
Cody. My name is Cody. Let's go. Oh, the biscuits! Ah! Now I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. Colton. I'm hungry.
Jeez, Pop, all I did was open a door for you. I love you.
Shush, Colton. Shush. You're spoiling shit.
I used my grenade on it.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment.
Use another. Ah.
Is that a poster of a chicken? Is that... I'm not into those characters, okay. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Ow. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in! Smack that clock up and at him! Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah. This is what I was looking forward to. I want to pat him.
Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? Or what will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly, and you find your imagination getting away from you.
It's a Corgo.
It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming
Dirty Doritos!
with possibilities. When you realize you're running late, you grab a biscuit and burst out of the door in a hurry. Delicious!
Same.
Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds.
Well, I figured out how to...
Is it seriously canon that wherever Colonel Sanders walks, there's a breeze filled with cherry blossoms? Okay.
Yeah, but not only that. When he rolls or when he charges at us, he'll sometimes drop his armor.
Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning.
Okay.
Here comes your lifelong best friend, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Hello. Good morning, Cody! Are you excited for the first day of your... I'm sorry. The way they do it in the text, they don't have it... Oh, I think I typed my name in all caps. Wait, Colton, did it make your name all caps?
Yeah.
Okay, it made my name all caps, so every time I see my name in there, it's just like, good morning. Are you excited for the
Miriam, that's a
first day
bit
of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am, excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the, it's just that. But this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box. Alex, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great.
Okay.
But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3-day only semesters? This school ends quickly! A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. What? Okay.
I bet he pushed me off the waterfall again. And I
Pet
came
talk.
back up.
Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read?
Clank the kitchen appliance.
The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves beginning to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them by myself? You can definitely believe it. Okay. I cannot believe it.
I got expelled.
Before you can get another...
No. I'm gonna try to like scale the mountain.
I got a game over.
Oh! I didn't even know that was possible!
Me either.
Before you can get another word out, you are rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands onto the ground.
I'm right.
Hey! It's Titty Woman. I can't pronounce your name.
No, I can't.
Colton, how do you pronounce that?
It's Ashley.
Ashley? Holy shit. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. Is that what you're being filled with? Okay. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Oh, you think my shins look like chickens? Thanks, you wanna bite? I'll let you bite them. You leave Cody's shins alone! They're perfectly normal shins! Miriam, what the fuck? I'm trying to get some puss-
Also, his back is,
Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Oh my god, I made myself lightheaded screaming. Ugh. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. Really now. Really now. We're not going to let you or your weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Are you telling me this? My character just looked at this man's ass?
Well, yeah, like, come on, have
Fuck
you seen the guy?
yeah! No, I haven't yet. But fuck yeah, this is a character I can relate to. Ahem! Van! You rang. That is totally a JoJo character, and I want his body.
I know. I love him.
You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Fucking devious, you fucking kidding me? That guy is the body of devious but sex at the same time.
Like, that man is hot.
That man's rocking that style,
That's
and I love it.
the most manly man I've ever seen in my life.
You can't even see him on my actual stream. My face is covering him up. Hold on. I gotta move me. I gotta move my camera. I'm just gonna pull it down here. I'm covering up his crotch now. Thank you. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas
this
now.
is a tough choice. This is a tough choice. I can either sit by my best friend or I can sit by the Colonel.
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school all about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
I'm very much so torn.
See you later, losers.
On one hand, I want that Colonel dick. But on the other hand, I want my best friend.
I'm looking at this little kid, and you're just like, I want that Colonel dick. You want some of that?
Well, I have a choice right now to either sit by Colonel Sanders or sit by my best friend.
Oh, my. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Okay, let's just run. Just run.
Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? Oh no, don't tell me. He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob. But I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Cody. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. It is just her. Indeed. What's the picture of the man? In the school, there's just this picture of a guy, just like, I can see your shins, young man.
What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? The answer is obviously a spork because KFC patented those.
They did?
Have you ever noticed that you never see sporks anywhere other than KFC?
What the fuck?
It's because they own the patent on it.
For real?
Yeah. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face, anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt, that one.
Alright.
Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes. Wait, no, he's a Talking Out Tuesday at culinary school. He's the best boy!
Colton, shh, you're spoiling. I'm only reading because I know you've gotten past these parts.
Oh, my bad.
You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Fucking doggo! A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium, at the front of class. Adorable.
Bro.
Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and light and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuisance.
Oh, I was there at the wrong time.
Fuck.
Wrong place, wrong time. Bro, again.
Hold on, I gotta look up how to
I'm
pronounce
ready to
that
run.
fucking word.
Look at this. Yeet!
Nuances, okay. Nuances of fine dining.
Bro,
Out of nowhere,
Yes,
wind begins to
did it.
rush around you. As a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in.
Damn, this makes me hungry.
You're immediately I know, right? You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. It's if it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, but before he can finish his sentence, please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You know, I wouldn't mind that. Hold on just a sec! Nobody talks to my friend like that! You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your weird insults? Besides, when Cody sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. What the fuck? I'm sorry. What? If anyone told me that my fucking sweats are shimmering, I would give you the weirdest fucking look. I would be happy that you're, like, kind of, like, on my side, but I'd be like, the fuck? You turn to Colonel Sanders, standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? I'll take the handkerchief. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it on your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set down some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, and there might even be really adorable tiny food. Blood. Professor Dog, is there something you aren't telling me? Oh, am I gonna be allowed to kill Ashley? I mean, oh, geez, okay, I was joking. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the Brune cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. And are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across us town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see as the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Where the class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Yeah, it's right over here. I'm
Sprinkles walks in the classroom. And as everyone stands in silence, in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Oh no. Should I give him a chicken snack?
It's your choice, man.
You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's
Each chose
eyes
right
go
one, the
wide
beef
as he
snack
locks
got me
onto it.
expelled.
Wait, what?
Each chose right, the beef one got me expelled.
Hey, can we-
Yeah.
His favorite. Yeah! Well,
That's
well,
what I
well. I
first
think
thinking.
there might be some competition for a new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You just eat the doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Dude, my fucking character sounds kicking. I would love to do that. Have a bunch of dog treats in my pocket, just all of a sudden going down the road, see a dog just like, hey boy, you want a treat? You want a treat? That sounds like the fucking life. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Oh, I thought I was already sitting down. Shit. Only two options remain. Hey, Cody, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. Fuck! Shit! Damn it! I see your issue! Ah! Sexy ass man or lifelong friend? Fuck! Ah, this hurts! Ah! Freak!
I'm realizing the best choices are always the one that involve KFC stuff.
Really?
If it relates to KFC, it's the right choice.
Alright, Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had two rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you've ever got that feeling of accomplishing something. You're gonna make me cry. That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled in to your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a quiz about me. Fuck off, Bob. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at school. Keep your knife sharp and focus your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely looking at you, Bob. That's right. Forest is to a tree as a chicken is to
Hey, Dean.
Hey, what
Horse
are
to
you
a
playing?
tree.
A game about KFC.
What's a game about KLC?
Just talking to people.
Slam dunk. Fuck!
Nothing interesting.
What is that?
What is the
sound?
most efficient eating utensil ever created? A
I was just
spork.
coming from my headphones.
That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? That's right, yeah. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He is the best boy! That's right. Total score 4 out of 5. Damn! Only one wrong? Not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. Ah! Ah! May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Lunch! Ow. Ow, my ribs!
What is specking?
Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten it at! Ever eaten at? What the fuck? It makes sense that that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Whoa! A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good, Miriam says, smiling with the look of ah on her face. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch! Oh, for fuck's sake, I wanted the quiet kid to talk, actually. I wanted to know what the fuck was the problem. Alright, Sanders, go right ahead.
No, I can.
She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell! Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelopes you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Less than 11. Look around and notice notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid special recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him.
Me and Mama.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn.
No.
You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
It looks nice.
Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man. If you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Shit! Not again! Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly.
Tastes like poison.
You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it. Oh my god, scrutinizing its every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be... He really did it. How bold. How adventurous to use... You tried to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know, a mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Shit, you approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. Ah! What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come and ask. It's an idea I had for a new... He's got a fucking staff?! It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? This semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to persist. To be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And definitely isn't the flavor you've tasted before. And so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Cody. I'm sure you'll be a big success. Oh wait, that was my voice. Shit. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Fucking come. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could ever need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. Nah, yeah. I'm sorry. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to you're going to earn with your signature. Or adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. Wait. Fucking Sprinkle says he likes tiny food. And she might. Oh, I see something here. For today's lessons, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is, me and you? That wasn't clear. Damn. Sure, Cody. I'll prepare our station. Miriam! Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, bop, beep, boop. Zzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not. Oh, damn. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I want Clank to be it. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of the school even is at this juncture. Okay, cool. Pop is totally fine with it. That's great. I thought he was about to fucking cry like a little bitch baby. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Crank might not have a face, but there's something charming and in earnest about him. Psst. Who the fuck is texting on Discord? Damn it. Who the fuck is texting me? Psst.
Why is
Pish you.
Colonel Sanders on
I
a
hardly
horse?
know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Aw, this is cool. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time for you to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Does it take 2 flints to make a fire? I guess I've been playing Minecraft so much that I always thought it was just 1. Alright, which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Shit! Mashed potatoes and gravy. Sounds like it. Oh, the hearts flew off of him. I think I did that right. I've always been something of a down home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly look away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Ashley, oh god. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Fuck off! So what if I do? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Yeah, fucking... Are those chickens on her thighs? Oh my god, she's got thick chicken thighs. She got thick and... Discord go off. Why is Discord going off? Why is Discord going off? Oh, the Twitch promotion thing did the thing. Alright. Sanders' heart is my business! And you'd better keep your fingers off of my man! Bitch, you barely touch him. Did someone call me? For me? Ugh, no, jeez, Van. I'm over here crushing Cody's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. What was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water, then turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Cody was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. Oh, I saw that facial exchange! Ew. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' abilities to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class. Let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? The businessman respects all affair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Cody as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Cody's natural talent, or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look up for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Fucking Ashley is just like dead. She's just like, ah! You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of your moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. What? What? Holy shit, I'm a fucking multitasking cunt! Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand, he's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down on the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let it go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. Oh god, when you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful. Well, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Cody. We do not waste food in the boom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. And if you throw one more spoonful, well, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hands. My. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky The saltwater sauce, a plate plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will be the first, who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes in at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about the dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped in my Pop's mouth. Pop! No! Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his obvious self. Oopsie, tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. Oh, they are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moments and snapping everyone back into reality. It would appear that Pops' enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger hasn't inoculated him against poisons of all kind.
So the other guy died, Pop's like, huh, just like poison.
Oh god. Oh my god. I read so fast that my brain needs a moment. Including my breath. This game, man, this game. It's beautiful.
I know, right?
I'm not sure where the professors here are make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. I feel bad for the lonely student. I don't even know his name. I'm a bit interested in the kid because they're trying to do that on purpose. Now I'm going to ignore him. Just like everyone else, you follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark. And more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know. They're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him. In a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you are developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Cody. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Fuck
There's seven
you,
spices,
Fan
seven
Fan.
spices, right? Seven spices?
11. Less than 11.
Damn it. I will get the perfect ending if it's the last thing I do. Whenever I ask a
something-
question like that, I need you to answer very...
Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. And are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're also a long, sad sigh. I feel bad for the guy. Like he fucking died. Who is he? Who him is? Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spork monster is here to fight a hero. The fuck? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Afraid of me because I am a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fighting sequence. What?
Yep.
What would you do? What? Hey, what?
Are you fighting the sport monster?
Defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? What the fuck is trepidation?
Not sure.
Hold on.
I just realized that Van Van's hair is in the shape of a,
In the shape of a star?
or at least it is on this scene. I think he might actually change it.
No, it's been like that this entire time.
Like the front of it is a star.
Yeah. Alright. What was the word I was looking for? Fuck, I've already forgot. Well, I was gonna look it up, but you distracted me. You close your eyes, these tight, but then open them open for just 1 second to squint and see the Spork Monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. Alright, attack. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spark use Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack! Cook with Love! Spark Monster is oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spark Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain! Your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens! Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. The Spark Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spark Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borko. Borko. That name sounds familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you were tucked in tightly. Goodbye. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders for some reason. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Oh, dreams are weird. Why is everyone? Why? Oh, I need a breather. I need a breather. I'm not the only one getting, like, extremely hungry playing this game. Colton?
Huh?
I'm not the only one getting extremely hungry playing this game, am I?
No, I'm getting pretty hungry too.
Zzz. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. I can't believe you really used it. And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast. It's moving too fast, but there's something strange about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, yes, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all the kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school, and he didn't even go. Oh, too. He was also the convertible. Well, that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Holy shit, my head hurts. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of School, Academy for Learning. You're a thing now. Definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know the second ingredient, too. Which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in there? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
I love you, Sprinkles. I would die for you.
Why is my voicemail calling me? Hold on.
You're now a sports company. Are you a sports company? Sported.
Hello?
By the way,
Hi.
Oh.
Not you. What the fuck?
No, they're on chain, right?
What? Why? Why did my voicemail call me?
Okay. Well, chain blade.
Oh, I got a voicemail myself.
Note for speed, the chain blades let slayers dash in and out of melee range. Last video with wide range. No. You already have that gun. You need a schematic to craft it. You just go to your loadouts. So press the pause button, go to loadouts, and then click on your weapon. Then click on
Shit. My homeroom teacher was apparently trying to call me this morning.
And then go all the way over.
I'll call her after this. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my very own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over them, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever, anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not going to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. Ah, shit. Make up a fake ingredient. Ouch! That's gonna hurt. But I did make Colonel Sanders a promise. Sorry. That's gonna hurt. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was the Eye of Newt. I know. Sounds like some kind of witch's potion. But what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh, I like how they're falling from the tree. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Is he on a fucking pony? Run to him! Fucking run to him! You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll run away. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse, kicking you directly in the face. Knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Oh. Ooh, Cody, I am here to deliver you a message. Oh, hello, Ghost. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before he could continue, you suddenly wake. Ah, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Oh, don't lean in for a kiss. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school. And maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. One thing is for sure. That Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. Wow, that horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you could see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad? What the fuck? Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad? Like summoning a demon bad? You try and peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one! I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Oh my god, I thought he was the tornado. He's like Vanos on drugs! Vanos on bath salts.
You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behaviors.
Van,
Culinary school is to be
Vanos,
respected.
that
To be respected.
one-
This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
He's cutting
What
water!
was that? What was that?
He's like Jesus!
Being the
Oh, no,
best
he's the
chef in the
microchip.
world, it takes more than just culinary
So-
skills. It takes creativity. It takes...
Jesus, take the wheel.
Here now.
Oh
Hi.
shit.
Big.
Does this mean I have to stop reading?
We're playing the Colonel Sanders dating sim.
Oh yeah.
It's just,
I've just been streaming it for the last hour.
I'm trying to be quiet, but it's terrifying.
Doesn't hurt to
You hit me.
use a little evil.
Struck his
Oh
feet.
no.
Ah.
You finally get a good look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spook monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom. Shit. And its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned into the wall. Oh shit. And they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Aw. We're playing together, hehehe. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. It is a loud game.
Are you playing the game, Jolly?
All done. I can't hear anything.
Beep beep! Oh, hello, Clank. Clank must be running late. He's
I
in
am.
such a hurry that he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts!
Ah,
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Psst, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
I still got you.
Womp womp!
This would be something I'd be doing with my life.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
I was
Bzz.
grenade up his butt.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Yeah! Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. But I'm not interested in either of them.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he knows that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't mean that doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Oh! Down, boy, down! What the fuck is that word? Colton, what is that word he says?
What?
I'm in danger.
What's the
Oh,
word?
floppin', what the fuck?
Spell it.
Hold on. How to pronounce... I'm gonna start spelling it as soon as I start typing it in. A-U-F-T-H-O-P-P-E-N.
Ah! I ran and
I don't
jumped
know.
right into the...
I love Pop because the rivals are picking on him and he's just like, hey, what's poppin', guys? Get it? 'Cause
Yeah. It's not even a word!
because he's Pop. That's what this just
Yeah,
said.
I know. That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Oh, I got it.
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Is it bad to know that I got kissed by the professor? That sounds awful. Saying it that way does not sound great.
Raccoon!
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, you truly do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. Oh, for fuck's sake! And you miss most of the important parts when you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Cody? Naturally, this appears to be a simple pattern. Which item do you want to sample?
Fries.
A dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, and you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster are you? Would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment.
Bro, I like how we
You
get-
fade
Did
into
you
darkness,
spare
but
the-
something is there. The Spork monster?
Did you spare
Sporko.
him?
What do you... What?
Did you
Yeah, I
spare
did.
him?
I did.
I did too.
Sporko, what are you doing here?
So confused.
It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. I guess a shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you have to... Sorry, I think that I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll walk through. To fulfill the prophecy, you must... you feel yourself begin to regain your consciousness. Oh, man. Oh, God, I wouldn't like headed from bake coughing. Ouch! You come to and find everyone is staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth. Now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should have paid better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Someday! Come on, it's time for lunch. Damn. Should have taken a glass of water. Fuck. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, as your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competition cook-off. Stand up and tell them you're on. A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Cody. I'll be watching your performances.
Yeah.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Timer ready. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face. It'll blast you in the face, flashing the words "timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds soul. Oh shit! I'm still out of breath. Hold on.
I was gonna get you, but oh my Jesus. Pop and help.
I'm
Both
fucked.
love and hate this game at the same time.
No, right? The hard way builds solidly, a foundation of confidence that we cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy that on one day, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast if the timer runs out. You'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh shit! That's wrong. Shit! I don't know how to cook, man!
You just broke his face.
I'm gonna stab
Herbs. How
someone's
many
eye
herbs?
out
It
with
was
a
11.
spork and no one's going to stop me.
Ah! Good thing I'm still
Exactly.
still
Gratitude.
He hit me. He hit me.
What the fuck?
That's an oddly specific distance.
That's right, yes! Oh god! Oh, Haru! You try to shut out the noise of
Oh,
the
yeah, that
arena and
part.
focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Fuck!
Oh, sorry, you I
Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders at the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Cody. He's actually cheering you on. Oh, how nice. Which would be awesome, except knowing that he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. What a hunk. What the fuck are you doing?
Okay, I'm running back. I'm back. I'm gonna pop
Woof,
my,
woof.
I'm just going savage mode on it. Go signal mode. Ah! Bro, I'm at 2 health.
Holy
No.
shit. This is getting bad.
I'm reviving it. Bro, I'm still standing up. Watch out! He's spitting on us.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. As you immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Cody, now! You're a fucking idiot. But you're not fast enough. And your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters.
And ew!
There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What the fuck? What you often find is the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. Can't be. So close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a complete dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Cody's injury. Oh, thank you, Sprinkles.
Oh,
You
this
say
is
Sprinkles
fine.
begin to
This is
lick
the
his
hardest
doggy
choice
chops
of my
as
life right
he
here.
locks onto the
Are
dish.
you at the sit by best friend or sit by Colonel Sanders?
Yes.
Yeah, me and Colton were both like, ah!
This is like choosing your starter Pokemon. Which one? Frick.
Oh,
There's no save option.
I know, right?
Uh,
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you've prepared. Well, basically, I'm the sweetest. I skipped straight to the dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights. It's taking you— oh no. The dogs can't eat chocolate!
no try.
On a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of
Who
excellence.
needs magic when you've got passion?
hell
I was going to ask Cody to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate hot
I
sauce
don't
might be too
know.
difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing
Sorry,
it to
Miriam.
melt
I know what I
away,
have to do.
revealing the secret ingredients within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese cookie, and atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways is tender nougat. What the fuck? Nougat? Okay. And pearls of blueberry geely. Oh my god, what are these fucking words? This is what I get for not ever this is what I get for not cooking. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strongest suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee hee. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes
I
that they
accidentally summoned
burst
a new
into flames.
sport monster.
The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. What the fuck? That is not the mindset I'm about to have, alright? You fucking queer. And he won't even ask you to...
levitate off the ground.
What? And
Ah!
and he won't ask you
Ultimate
to cater his
power.
wedding. And because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in and with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser.
For this
I'm not-
student.
Fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then think again. I wasn't always the man that you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as I was passionate
I really
about
wanna
justice.
know what he would think
but I
about this, like the actual Colonel Sanders.
I know, right? Imagine we get an update and he actually fucking voice lines this shit.
He's dead.
Oh yeah. Forgot he's dead.
Dead, Cody.
Shush.
That's why I'm like, what would he think about this? Like, it's like if someone asks, like, you get to go back in time, like, what the first thing you do? Bring this game to him.
I was passionate about
You hear a
justice,
signature
but I failed
word
as a lawyer.
Or other onomatopoeia.
I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a as a mule handler. That one and was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. What? I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon and tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that when I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I could, the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better, and my new dream is
Oh, I
pure.
went tennis.
It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Fucking pop! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before. Prepare for the worst. It's a spook monster. Orko?
Hell yeah.
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't come back after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to have having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad that there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile up a person. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking in school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. Oh, I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever. What? But I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magical spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Ah! A magical spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery. And if you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Cody. Cody, together I am sure we can defeat them. Oh, okay, you're choosing me as a... Okay! I'm down! What is this game? Hi, what is this sticky note? Why do we have to clear a room? Okay.
This is
Okay.
that new thing they made in the. This is that new thing they gave at KFC. The chicken with the mac and cheese mixed in.
What, Mom?
Oh my god, they did it as a promotion for the game. Oh my god.
Goodness.
Damn it, Colton, I wasn't able to hear my mother.
Sorry.
I have no idea what the fuck she said.
It's probably fine.
Alrighty then. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' room, home, surrounded by things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes, he's perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps.
My food was so good that.
You decide that you're ready you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw.
That's what we wanted.
The shredded cabbage. Oh shit! It's doing the glimmer shit. That means it's actually good.
Oh.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel
Good
Sanders'
night.
Lux hideaway. Magnificent.
One of us will die.
Together, you chow down on the creamy
This
slaw
doesn't mean the
until
whole thing.
just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its
Oh, the tree
taste
fell.
later and think back on
not.
its moment. You could offer him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Oh, look at
Sure,
my
why not?
dodge. My dodge is so
Please,
good.
make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room, some various items that you can look at closer at. Tap on an item to discover it. Oh my fucking Christ, really? Alright. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. Can chicken be prepared? Okay, whatever. An adorable little baby crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figured that this must be Colonel Sanders himself as a child? That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving it like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of themselves?
Is that
Probably the
Colonel
same type.
Sanders in casual clothes?
Look at
Oh.
Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting pyramids of Egypt.
my dodge now?
Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices. Whoa.
Oops.
Yeah, because it's a fast, lightweight ability. Yeah. But
One
also
of the
look at
framed
this.
photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with an old friend. Standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be Oh god. I'm dying. You look closely and see that there's a short
Ah, slow
inscription.
boy! Ah!
My friend Pete is...
I stopped the animation. and
Tap on
moved
an item to
straight.
discover. Oh, yeah, right. Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but then you wipe it off and you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Aw.
I got him right off the bone.
You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the counter. When you pick it up, you realize that it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy
Oh, right.
must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The truest bird of great state of Kentucky." Oh my god. A flock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that this hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver.
That was the best experience of my life.
A scented candle you pick up and try to identify the smell.
Huh?
Power
Did you get to screw
Freshly
Colonel
sent.
Sanders?
No, but I did romance him and I got the best ending.
It's. You got the
You
best.
know, I'm
Just then,
They're
the ghost of the
worse
student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never yet even learned your name. Why would I invent you? Right, it's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? From the window and it is swept out by the breeze. Oh my god, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Cody. I still haven't learned his name.
Really? And you got the perfect ending?
Yep.
Oh my god, you open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off of its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look for any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Really? I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket!
I'm sorry.
You fess up and tell him the truth. You confess.
Sorry, I legit had
I
to
think
do
I've
it.
developed feelings for you. Oh shit!
No, I cannot.
What the fuck? I might
Who
be
did
developing
you-
feelings
who
for
did
you
you pair
too.
Miriam with?
Oh, I paired her with Clank,
Same.
Colton.
but I'm
What?
concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the
I
thought
have
of leaving
seen-
Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Cody.
Billy.
I honestly think this may be a beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow.
We just abandoned this.
You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence. Yay! Here come all the fuckers riding on chicken. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. You make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders. Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient that you just learned about. In jurisdictions, isn't even legal. Oh, what? But if this recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's delicious. What the fuck? You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you on an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Flatter him. Just flatter him. Outright flatter him. You see those hearts? I'm fucking doing it right. You know, I think we make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy of Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, and I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after the school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I had been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Oh, alright. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. Well, I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together, and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' home. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection was wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on and from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being possessive with Colonel Sanders is wrong, then wrong. You don't want it to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from the distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not be able to grasp that fact. Good on you, Pop! Fuck yeah! Because you know he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh no. Oh no, don't you care! Don't you dare touch that little child, I swear to fucking Christ. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hehe, Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get a swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm entirely the biggest person at this school? There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Cody, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident, it makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears that things are close to boiling over. A naturally initiative, oh for fuck's sake, person. He senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Cody, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided. But your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Cody. Yeah, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Jeez, okay. Damn it, that's not me, okay. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Cody. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa! That's that book! It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of, a grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't truly powerful? I could think of a sure way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane writings. Warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It seems to be on the edge of pages. I could use the spell here that... Oh, no. That is way drastic. Can you do something else? Like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Don't do it after all, damn it. Take your friend's advice. Friends are there to be helpful. Almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on. But I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched up on a cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns ferals and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you! Terrence! Sprinkles is barking furiously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel who named him Terrence? Better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional zone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Cody, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the classroom. I told you to save it after class. You think I wanted to be thrown off from a plane and strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep, whir. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down on the mountain, or off a cliff, for all I care. Sad people. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gapes in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Bzz, bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out at a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it is entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pale all over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted by what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. TM. It's been trademarked. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arenas. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through the final test and hit the carpool lane. Oh, fuck. My fucking fingers. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a There's a pony out there that with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us and whoever else want to bring up along. If it's not Pop or Clank, anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Anyhow, Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup, and I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. That's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time for your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipes you've been working on. Cody's famous chicken's pot pie. What the fuck? Why is that? I don't like that it has my name on it. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by its Colonel Sanders. Cody, what are you doing here? There's still little time before the exam. Just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around it. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry. But the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you the cook-off. You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick with when... Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Holy shit! That's an oddly specific distance. But you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know it was a pot pie from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie, with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made from a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning it any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that's it, except to cook with whatever you've got. You step up for the final cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Ah! Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes. Per their usual over-the-top selves, Miriam has her giant... Oh, fuck. I accidentally pressed spacebar again. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 spices. Fuck. But he's trying to find a way to improve on his on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room at full 10 out of 10. With a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as he levitates through the air. What the fuck? Egg wash! Miriam furiously, oh my god, injects ingredients into an itty bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. Fan flexes his Fuck, I'm out of breath. Pictorials as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clink gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. English? Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singletary as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. What? Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. Has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own. No! 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 Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got a passion? Yes! I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Cody. Miriam notices it too. And I've always believed in you, Cody, since we were little kids, because I am your best friend forever. Yes! You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're hearing, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you out. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied, and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get the eye of Newt? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Spork Monster. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're here to battle me, are you? We're Spork Monster. We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve. I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impressive me. Mind if I hang around? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got at the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross accidentally summoned me, huh? Huh. Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country, you could feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know how exactly where they came from, but it seems like it probably was lonely here. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. And it's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class. And when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll talk to you later. Deep down within yourself, I can do this. I have whatever it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange, and as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My hands are not actually steady. They're very shaky. This is not me, apparently. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Cody, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back. You're interrupting my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you could do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Cody. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, Cody. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps onto your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicate fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can can have surprising effects that surprise their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank. From off screen, and you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging from a broom hook on the elastic of his underpants. Oh no. Pop! Get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Was a salad? Salad! What the fuck is with the G? It looks like Pop is eliminated from this challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a sec. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature weird beep, or other onomatopoeia. But there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. It's only been 3 days. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please, step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki? I spy a float.
Naruto?
In the midst of silence from you, I just hear you say Naruto.
Naruto?
It's in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Oh. The music cut out as well. Yes, Sprinkles. And there's the music, it's back! And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his dong tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one for those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble worth of spoon. A+. Rarely do I taste the dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Cody, for helping me believe in myself. Van Van, you're up! Oh, now describe your dish. I made. Oh, fuck that. Uni over smooth egg custard and an axed hoon urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's what I had to say. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes in all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat. It kept poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl?
You're gonna get the perfect ending.
Really?
Yeah, because you're having the same one.
Yeah. That serving food in a bowl made of noodles could make it so difficult to eat. Dejected, Van Van goes does not go gentle into the night.
Oh boy. It's
Disqualified
Charlie?
for glamour?
I think we can.
Don't
Charlie.
discount
What are
sympathy.
you,
Sym-
what are you doing?
What do you think?
FNAF VR?
No, I'm
She's playing the game.
It's ridiculous. You know what?
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously elapsed a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue.
So much better.
Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight. What? I'm playing a game. But I gotta finish. That's fine. I can clean pretty fast.
Alright, I'm just gonna some pulling now.
Orange blossom
Dish
Turkish
with
delight
my,
in a light
family.
Ross water syrup topped with French and and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Uh-oh. Don't eat food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Cody? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job at cooking it, too. I didn't... What?
I may have destroyed my
Mum's in the what?
use no problems at all.
Oh.
Okay, but the big thing over here is modular.
I guess I'll read quieter. Get Frodo away from lightning.
Our handy dandy drone. Alright.
Frodo!
Difficult because it's portable.
Alright.
But it might be awesome.
Yeah, which is why I read it. Well, I mean, cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too.
Alright, let's get
I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Sprinkles didn't like that. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Yes! Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last time you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Oh, shoot! He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl.
That they're advertising at KFC right now. They
Oh
did
my-
it in coincidence with the game.
God, that is beautiful! Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've never seen it just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away in my 49 dog years of life. I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. That there were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. What the hell? The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. TJ Tuck is in the house. Yes. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. What?
Turntablist.
Turntablist. Oh shit, I can't read. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe in them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd preferred everyone and refer to me by my new name. Party Monster. Student
Cody,
tries
how did I finish before you?
What? Oh no, did you get the good ending or did you just like skip
I
up?
got the good ending. I got the same one you have right now.
Well, probably because you're reading fast. I'm not a fast reader at all. Student tries to finish
He's
what...
been reading it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I've also been reading it all out aloud. Rather than reading it in my mind. Student tries to finish what he had...
For me.
Student tries to finish what he had to say. But everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, party monster. Oops. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found that what?
Okay, well, it's still usable. Just clearly a lot less powerful. Alright, headlamp version. Here we go.
Move this.
First, I have it already, so here we go.
Things didn't work out for you, Miriam, romantically, but she found the love in cooking, in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out from across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was at the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. I don't get it. and we get a new wing
It was
on the school.
His dad was Pop's father was the dean of the school.
Was the what of the school? What?
The dean. The dean is like the head of the school.
Oh. Oh. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor of oh gosh. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electric hissing. Sparking and electrical hissing, not sparkling. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What?
Plot twist.
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You are blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh my god, it is him in informal clothes. Oh.
I know, you see what I mean? I was like, oh.
Ah! Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal.
Chicken.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Question mark.
They're gonna pull it out in part 2.
No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you
I told
sitting
my
at
mom
the
that
edge.
she's like legally. bias.
Cody, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me? What are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Hey, would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. What the fuck? As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Cody. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to go do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Cody, I'm sure that you'll find a place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end.
That's an end. That's the best ending.
Really? That's the best ending? KFC
Yeah.
presents.
Like,
What in the world?
Because otherwise, if you
I'm waiting-
were
I'm
his
gonna wait
business
for that
partner, it
DLC.
wouldn't be canonically correct.
Sat in the refrigerator overnight, and so they should be pretty well flavored at this point.
Well, that was the weirdest game I've ever played.
I played weirder.
I guess so.
Honestly, though, I've never been